They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Knight. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Barnett. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Okay, ready? Let's go!
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Moss. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacy. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality, and when it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
And the Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. On the move to his left. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now on first down from the 40. They want to run it left here. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit.
Breaks it. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got his man across the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They've got a first down here to open the period. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barnett. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Give to Brown. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
That's good for Cardinals.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Brown has it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Moss. Under fire. He's got the tight end. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinals looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays of special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Barnett. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle with Sanchez. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanchez. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Out of the gun. The running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Sanchez. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Sanchez. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense.
Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to Brown. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Cardinals want to move quickly. Handoff from the shotgun. And some room to work. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air. It's Moss. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The kick is on its way. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. There he goes! Drills him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He fires one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
And the James Madison offense will take over. First and 10.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Another incompletion on third down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Collins. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really helping out this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to San Diego State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to... Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Knight. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. On the run, it's Knight. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Let's it go to the end zone. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Dukes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that. I think as this game keeps going on, they're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Cardinals are flying down the field. The give to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Louisville. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Dukes in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Grab near the marker. It's Pfeiffer. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, James Madison.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Ellis. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, James Madison. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Slide, 20, here we go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short.
Cricket.
Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got room to work. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Takes the handoff, it's Knight. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to
unleashes one deep. Touchdown Cardinals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.